everyone, I'm Nika Newcity. In today's video, we will talk about how to start your career in social media, how to become recognizable, and what you need to do for this. But before we start, put your like and subscribe on this channel. Let's go!
We're broken, it's tragic, we're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic, believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
When we are just starting our blog, no matter whatever, it's Instagram or YouTube, it's important to decide why you need this blog. We might want to attract more customers to our business, or we want to increase our awareness, or perhaps we just want to become superstars who are invited to various events, lectures, conferences, etc. The main theme of the blog will depend on your choice. If we are talking about business, then it will be an expert blog where clients could ask questions, or it can be an entertainment blog that is suitable for those who are not shy about their emotions and feelings and like sharing this with others. I'll tell you a secret: the entertainment niche is the most popular and can promise a lot of viewers and subscribers, but you should remember that competition is extremely high there. Perhaps you are a teacher and your blog comes as a helpful tool to share knowledges with students or just with viewers. This is a big plus if you can talk about difficult things in simple terms. One way or another, your blog niche is what you can talk about all the time. To become successful, you need to choose a certain niche. Don't mix diverse topic with each other. You should be recognized in the niche in which you have proven yourself. This is very important for beginners. Many people neglect this and try to cover absolutely everything, but this is an unprofitable losing strategy. When we have decided what exactly we want to talk about in our blog, we need to choose a suitable platform. My team specializes in two giants such as YouTube and Instagram. We'll help everyone who wants to develop their blog by coming up with individual strategies for each request. Therefore, if you want to save your time and get a good result depending on your goals and intentions, whether it is increasing awareness or attracting new customers to your business, write to me in DM Instagram. I want a service from Nika Newcity. Choosing between YouTube and Instagram, as I said in one of my videos, you should not focus on one thing. Social networks are connected, so it is very important to develop several media at once. But if this is not impossible, then here are some tips for you. To broadcast my expert option, I will recommend using YouTube as a basis. In long videos, you will be able to tell your viewers much more than in short ones. If you want to reviews or streams, that you should also choose YouTube. YouTube is a place where you can fully reveal yourself and establish contact with your audience. But if your goals include getting in close contact with your subscribers, then it's worth looking at Instagram, because it's where you can stay in touch with your subscribers 24/7 to regularly ask them questions and answer them live or in any stories. Also, on Instagram, you can share your photos and show how you see a world. This option is usually better suited for business that don't need to tell too much about their services, such as beauty salon, showroom, and others. In fact, with a competent approach, you can promote anything. This doesn't mean that you shouldn't talk about your services at all, limiting yourself to just a couple of links in the description under the post. Not at all. Work on such accounts is the same as work on YouTube. You just need to properly distribute all your forces and understand what works best in your niche. The next thing to do is to plan your steps. In other words, you need to come up with a good strategy. Set a goal and then describe even step that is need to come to it. This is the main and most important stage for your blog to succeed. You need to paint absolutely everything from the part of position yourself in the market to what photos and when you need to take them, what videos you should, taking into account the time that will be spent on further editing and publishing. For example, a plan to create one video on YouTube may contain the following: choose a theme for the video, record video, what location, how many cameras. I talked about this in more details in the Content Day video, so I highly recommend watching it when you start planning your activities. It is necessary to take into account the time for editing. Create a Google Sheet, what the thumbnail for the video should look like, what will be the title, what will be the tags, hashtags, what will be the description. And only after that you will be able to publish this video. It may seem that working with Instagram is less painstaking, but in fact it also has its own nuances. Right now, it's important that your feed stands out from competitors, and that's why I'm creating videos about the concept of Instagram for celebrities for you. According to these videos, you can make your feed better, or you can always contact my team. We provide our clients with separate service of creating a feed. As a result, you will receive your personal concept and recommendations on how to use it. In addition to the concept, you need to think about what your account should look like, what stories you tell, because your success depends on it. Well, the last stage that I would like to tell you about today is regularity and constancy. To become successful in social media, you need to always be inside so that your subscribers don't forget you. If you didn't get the desired result in a week, don't despair and quit the game. In order to become successful, you need patience, faith, and that everything will work out. Perseverance and action, of course, because sitting back and waiting for thousands of people to fall on your account is useless. Well, this is the end of my video. I hope you liked it. If so, put your like and subscribe to my channel. Also, don't forget to DM me on Instagram if you want to receive a service from my team. I will be very glad to see you among my clients. See you in the next video. It was Nika Newcity. Bye!
The infinite vastness of all that is blackness.